Hi, I'm Lionel, and I'm going to talk about my work habits. So, before I was not good at meeting deadlines. I procrastinated much. I was easily distracted. Most of the time, I watched YouTube videos which were not academically related. So now I am trying and I'm improving my time management, meeting deadlines of tasks I need to perform. I schedule them using Google Calendar to know what I will do at this specific time, this specific day, in this specific week. What I will have to complete, what I will have achieved in this specific week. So my habit of meeting deadlines has improved, and before also I did not keep track of my emails or visit Keep Up Kepler, so I was out of the picture. So I didn't know what was happening, where it was happening. So I didn't have a clue. So it was basically because of my carelessness. So I used Mail Tracker. So it's included in Google Chrome. So I keep track of every email which is sent to me, and I answer it, I consider it, I read it, so as to be updated about each and everything, every email that was sent for me. So another thing is showing up on time in class. Waking up was a bit difficult for me before, and I had a hard time waking up. So now I devised a method to wake up early and be on time, but it's not as effective as I would wish it to be, but I try, and I improved at a certain level. So I wake up in the morning and I try to do some jogging early in the morning, so that I get high spirited. I use an alarm to wake me up, and I do a small jogging, and I sweat, I take a bath. So I start my morning too early, and I start my activities freshened and actively active and feeling flexible. So another thing is listening or applying the feedback. It was a bit hard. So when I submitted before, I didn't consider the time, or I didn't consider returning back and looking through the feedback. But as we were advised in book club, we made reflection, we made a journal, like recording feedback we got, how we are going to apply, method we are going to use. So that reflection each and every day made us reflect back on what we did, what we did badly, and our strength, our weakness. So we improved on our work. That is another habit. The other one is finding solution to challenges. Like internet connection is out, I know that I need to email when I'm absent. When internet is out, I borrowed the computer of my peer. So all of those things, I didn't do them at first, but as I was taught and I saw its importance, or its efficiency, so it became one of my habit, one of my culture. For now, when I submit late, I have a true reason, and I communicate to my using emails to my CFs or TS, so that they could know the reason for my late submission. So this is a good thing, and I think I'm continuing to improve on it. So the other thing is striving to improve my skills and challenging myself into new things, new tasks to do. If before, when they told me to present, I was restraining myself to new things, but now I encourage myself, even if I don't want it, I rush into it and I try to do my best. And as I get to practice it more and more and more and more, I will get used to it and improve, perfect my public speaking. So the thing there is to have courage and do things and not be shy or have fear, or like try to be flexible and do things, participate and try to be flexible. So the strategies that were helpful for me when learning, there were discussion in small groups with my peers, sharing opinions about what we read, articles we read, mostly in pre-classes. So those discussions enable me to share my ideas, understanding or what I kept from an article, and listen to what others, some add-ons to what I didn't catch well, ask questions. So it was kind of comfortable, easy, and not scary. Sometimes when you raise the hand speaking to the teacher, so it's somehow scary, but if I can call scary or shy, there involves some shyness. How you can talk with your peer is not the same as you can talk to your CF or teacher. So when you discuss with your peer and colleague, it's somehow good and comfortable. So it's a good thing. It's a good method I like. And brainstorming ideas. So you read something and you brainstorm whatever thing is in your mind. You brainstormed, and after you organize those ideas. So it was a good thing. Instead of thinking slowly, organize. No, you brainstorm before. Everything you read, you think is in your mind, you kept in your mind. And after that, you organize, you pick some key points or things which are relevant. So that thing was somehow helpful for me, because I brainstormed things I read, and it enabled me to have a variety of ideas, and I was not worried of grammatical. No, I brainstormed before, and after I picked key points from my brainstormed ideas so as to form a good report or a good work. Yeah. So the other thing is practicing skills we learned through projects, where they ask us to use them in performing different tasks. Maybe doing the research we made during benchmark, where we went in the field and interviewed many people to assess the real problem on the field, so as to find or brainstorm solutions that we can use to solve that problem. The method we used was mostly useful than theory. It was practical. We gained experience. We had the takeaway from what we did, and that helped us to perform well and to improve our knowledge and skills, even in research domain. So it's one of the things which helped me learn, which is more practical than theoretical. So another thing is methods which I use, maybe I don't feel comfortable with, is when we do new things without basic knowledge or further deep understanding about what we are doing. Like, I can give an example of business plan we did, or market plan. It is a complex thing, but when we were discussing about how we can construct it or build it, we had some few knowledge about it, and when we did it, we had few amount of time to complete it. So it was challenging and it was stressful. So it was not as easy as other methods, and I think it didn't work out for me. But I'm improving so as to be flexible for all methods, and I think I will get well enough to adopt those methods. So on the last thing about teamwork, how I work well in teams. So in teams, I try to collaborate, to considerate other people, my group mates' ideas, and I don't dictate people to do things while I'm not doing. So we assign tasks among each other, and everyone performs his task responsibly for the success of the group. So, and another thing is suggestion or sharing ideas with peers, so as to get or to build a bigger idea which can help us implement or progress in our projects. So when I'm in a group, I try to collaborate, to consider other people's ideas, try to suggest opinions or ideas, and when other people don't get tired or are not receiving well what we need to do, I try to encourage them and try to show them that what we are doing is not as difficult as it seems, but it's easy. It's not the end of the world. Like, what we are doing is easy and we can succeed in it. So working independently also has an advantage, because there is time saving. You considerate your own opinions, your own ideas. The time to decision making is easy, because you don't considerate other people's ideas. So you only base on your own opinions and ideas. But sometimes you need support from your friends, so you ask for support, but it's more based on your own judgment or opinion. So working independently is sometimes good, and when I work independently, I try to be creative as possible, not copying others' work, so trying to do my work, making it unique as possible, and trying to be creative and using different methods of performing tasks. So it's more into creativity and uniqueness of your own work, and considering your own opinions and judgments. So thank you for your time.